The West Coast Eagles are suddenly humming, and it's to the tune written by first-year player and rising superstar Harley Reid. Have a look at his latest work, Dicko.
Oh, wow. What about the wheels on him?
Yeah.
That's Christian Petrarca chasing him, so he's no slouch. He's an A-grader. And he's... Well, Adam Simpson described him, the coach. He said he's a new toy, just enjoy it, you know. And he's just... They touted him before he was drafted. He's special. He's the best player in the last 5 years that'll be drafted. But as a #1 pick, he's the best, well, so far, what we've seen, he's the best in the last 25 years as a #1 pick.
Wow.
Like, he's getting put with the likes of Chris Judd, which is top right, as you can see, and rightly so. Chris Judd had an incredible career, was a superstar. But he's doing things that not many players can do in their first year.
How much did West Coast need a player like this? They've, had a few lean years, and now, to have this success, to have the #1 draft pick, I mean, the city of Perth must just be buzzing.
Well, when Ablett went to the Gold Coast, that was enormous. Like, new franchise, marquee player, he's going to do everything for our club, and it probably took 4 years, and he had an impact, but it wasn't a huge impact. He's gone to the West and picked them up off the canvas single-handedly at 18 years of age and made such an impact. Like, he, in racing terms, we'll see a far lap, once in your lifetime. Yeah. I think we'll find that he will be one of the best.
So when you look at him at 18, the maturity, not only when you hear him speak, but also physically, why is it? What's made him develop that quick?
Well, he played last year. He played, I think, for 5 teams. So he was playing championship footy, under-18 footy. He was playing local footy. He's played against men for a couple of years. But the strength, athleticism, the speed, like, you can't find a weakness. Like,
and
when
that
you look
strength you talk about displayed so beautifully with the fend. Just a couple here. Against, again, you see Oliver, boom. Christian Petrarca, boom, and on he goes. That's amazing.
It's incredible. Like, to do that in this day and age, that sort of strength, but that awareness. Look at him change the ball in hands and knows exactly what he's doing in a scenario. Like,
he's fearless.
He is Neo from the Matrix. It's all stopping around him. He's just dodging bullets and going in and out. But you can just see players that have played 10 years around him. They're in the front row seat. They're actually going, like, look at him because he's so good.
Well, which is how he looked at Christian Petrarca, which is great. And we've got that photograph of them in happier times for Christian. Not getting pushed off. But that's so cute. And as you say, that's how he is treated. He's a first-year player. The same now for Harley. The most famous bloke in West Australia and the man the kids want to meet. Harley, they're calling for Harley, and there he is. Everybody else get out. You can take the photo.
Jeremy McGovern's like, no worries, boys. I'm up for the photo. And then, no, we want to get Harley. They're not one. And 15 kids jump out of the tree. It's unbelievable.
And it's great to see West Coast winning some games of footy as well. A remarkable win for Port Adelaide, or a mind-bending loss for the Hawks, not sure which. Hawthorn had the game in their hands, leading by 11 points with 33 seconds to play. Then this unfolded. Dicko?
Yes, thanks for bringing up this game. We're 41... I say we. We're 41 points up, the Hawks.
Wow.
And the rain started to come, and we were thinking, that's a big enough lead, I'm sure. This was incredible.
Yeah,
like, this is only seconds. Boom. You just couldn't script it. Like, that just doesn't happen in our game. Like, that quickly, you go, hang on a minute. The momentum just... Hawthorn had nothing to do.
Well, even Hawthorn, they look like they're in disbelief, like hands on their head, just can't believe it.
Well, Blake Harvey kicked 5 goals, and then he was moved to the back line in the last quarter. So we were saying on Fox Footy that we couldn't believe a player, you never move someone when they're on a heater, and he went to back, and then, they moved 2 guys down there, to sort of save the game a long way out, which was a strange move in itself, but Port Adelaide would have been thinking, we can't win this. And then when they thought, hang on, we've got a few players behind the ball and all you need to do is give it a sniff in the game, and they just went on.
And then with that 6-6-6 rule, you can, from, that centre bounce, you can get down there quick.
Exactly right. And they did that, Tony, spot on.
Some people are saying Hawthorn were cursed by commentary after this from Campbell Brown. Have a listen.
And Sam Mitchell, he's still not relaxed, Sam. Very itchy in his seat. They're home now, but geez, there were some nervous moments.
Brownie. Timing's everything.
I love it. Now, Luke Parker hasn't been able to squeeze his way back into the high-flying Swannies. His wait will be extended after he was sent to the tribunal for this pretty brutal bump. He's copped 6 weeks for this because Josh Smith had some face fractures as well. It was at the back of his head, but of Luke's head, but 6 weeks.
Yeah, Luke's played, 12 years now at the highest level or plus.
Yeah.
When you play at the highest speed, at the highest level, and you go down to VFL footy and you run past the ball and do that, and someone spends, countless nights in hospital, you got to cop your fair whack. So 6 is about right, but Josh won't play for probably 8 to 10 weeks at least. So
when you saw that, does it just look like a player, like you said, who's played at the top level that is just very frustrated?
Yeah, to be fair, it would have been hard to break back into the Swans, as Tony would know. Like, you're not going to break back into that midfield at any time soon.
Yeah, I don't want to talk too much about the Swans, but here they are. Look, there's Chaddy Warner. Here's one, because Isaac Heaney's been getting all the raps, but Chad Warner, he's so fast and he doesn't mind going through, over or between opponents. He's fast, he's accurate and he's exciting.
He is. And the line breakers, 2 years ago we were talking about how big the midfielders were, 6'3", 6'4". Look at these power athletes. Now we're talking about the speed machines, the Harley Reids of the world, Chad Warner. And Errol Goulden, he can find 30 with his eyes closed. These sort of guys through the midfield of the Swans, that's why they're on top, Tone.
Yeah.
Get your grand final tickets.
Are they on
Could be
top?
a little bit early.
Almost a game and a half on top.
It could be a bit early, Tony.
I love being a May Premier. All right, what's a couple of metres between friends? Adelaide fans were ropeable. Umpires pinged Isaac Rankin for running more than 15 metres without a bounce. Here he goes, bang, bang, and then kicks it. I know that Fitzy was very upset.
Fitzy was very, very upset. He did his hamstring too when he overshot. The umpire could have called it a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I had a theory though.
Well, this is what we see here, though. There's the marker. It looks more than 15 metres, let's be honest.
It does.
And it was 24.2.
Spot on. And, Tony, they don't count the umpires. They go on feel. So that would happen 20 times a game where players would run 20-plus metres. But I did have a theory. I was watching the game and most umpires in the moment, late in games, just let the whistle go. But have a look at this. The umpire that calls it...
He's in the centre?
Yep, he can't see that ball. He can't see that ball's been bounced. So on feel, he's looking at it going, hang on a minute, he's off. Dying moments of the game, if we let it run, which we hopefully can. No, we won't. Good chat. You did say hopefully. I did, hopefully. It didn't work. He runs on, and the umpire's gone, hang on, that's way too fast. So that ended up being 32 metres that he ran without, with a bounce.
But, Your Honour, I still put it to you that it was 24.2, even if he did see that bounce.
I know what you're saying, Tony. I'm just on a theory.
And Harley Reid managed to, play like basketball and bounce his 5 times within about 10 metres. So,
And still burn off Petrarca.
And still burn off Petrarca, exactly.
Well, Petrarca's taking a hit tonight.
I've got that vision for you now, Dick.
Hey, Hurts, just roll the tape.
The bankers have just allowed us to play it. Commentator Matt Hill had to call in his race calling skills for this bit of halftime action.
So the field is set and away they go, and it's lane 1 with a magnificent start. Still a good 2 lengths in front from the outside lane 5. Look at the little tacker go. Oh, what about the enticement? I reckon the mobile phone got him over the line. Magnificent win. What about the no starters at the back of the field there?
Are we just taking advantage of small children here?
There was a couple of Chautauquas. They wouldn't go out of their gates.